In Chengdu, it all came out in T1's favor. Here, the European fans behind them. Can G2 make it third time lucky? Onto the Rift we go. You talked a little bit about the possibility of a lane swap for this Skarner. Oh, Mickey. Mickey, Kerry is there. Mickey tries to dredge line away. The charm moves him in place. And I don't think Mickey needs to burn the flash here. He knows he's done for. First blood to T1.
And I really think G2 actually had the slight read on this. They thought that there was going to be a delayed invade. That's why Broken Blade actually hovered over by Raptor camp.
And now you're in a position where you've a bit of a nice ATS lead for yourself.
Zenith Blade in. Kerry's going to have to flash away. Hans Summer. One more adoration for Hans Summer on his Draven.
Draven cashes in! Even though Mickey went down into level 1, Hans Sama gets paid here. Push a little bit first.
I mean, Zeus has Flash, has the explosive cast. Hans has both his summoners as well, but Hans Summer continues to put axes into the back of Zeus. The cleanse away from Hans flashes forward. Zeus flashes away, will get the slow with the cask. Hans now in the middle of the minions, doesn't have a ward to place. Zeus can open up and Zeus finds it. A solo kill for the Gragas. Meanwhile, in the top lane, a hook's going to land onto Ona. Looking for that hook. Ona stepping forward, eats an axe. Caps and Mickey standing around the side. Caps low mana. They go into Carrier. Paranoia. There's the shockwave as well. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Broken Blade's going to look to try and keep Zeus around. One already over as Yike kills off Carrier. Ona's killed Caps though. And now Yike has to run from Faker and Gumayushi. Ona so low in the pit. He gets two. Hans Summer will answer with one. Cleanses away, but he's not going to be able to get too much more here. He can get a second. Gumayushi able to win out the fight in the end. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, now has the Bloodthirster complete as G2 have set up towards the top side, TPing away from bot as well. Broken Blade giving up the ghost on that tower. Zeus going to get hooked in here. Still has the explosive cast and the flash. It's more Mickey acting as a distraction as G2 try and rattle their way through this tower. They'll take the second turret of the game, and they continue to push forward here. 5 Grubs helping them out quite a lot in taking these towers quickly.
Yeah, and the price, of course, that they are going to pay is not only the push on the opposite side, but the Dragon number 2 here for T1, which Owner's able to clean up. Faker does not have teleport.
Already used. Zeus caught out with a counter-strike though, and Zeus is met with the whirling death. The curtains open, Hans Summer's so low, but Broken Blade can tank that up well enough as G2 managed to escape with a kill. Caps is looking for a little bit more though. Gumayushi has the flash, has the barrier, and I think G2 realized they can't really dive this.
Yeah, but look at the bot side. Faker's completely pushing in. Gumayushi's still looking for more. Broken Blade gonna have to place a ward so we can hop on out of there. There it is, but
I saw this not work out for DK yesterday. We'll see if T1 have a better affair as there's to suppress immediately. They lock them in. The shockwave coming out as well as Broken Blade tries to survive. The tower will die, but Caps is low. Faker diving forward, the paranoia on him, and Mickey's going to be the first to pull. G2 all hail the retreat. Try to get the hell out of here because T1 are hungry for blood. Faker will find another as T1 find 2 in the bot lane die.
T1 read G2 perfectly. Faker had already moved in towards this bottom side.
Solar Flare. Yike puts up the shroud. In goes the stinger and down onto the backline goes Yike. Looking for that paranoia. Mickey knocked in as well. Gumayushi has to flash away. The whirling death coming out from Hans Summer. And Faker's on the flank. Carrier chased out by Broken Blade. There'll be one. Faker trying to get onto Hans Summer as well. Lands the charm. Owner's there to help. The cleanse from Hans is not enough. And now it's a 3v4. T1 advancing again. Gumayushi was able to escape. Faker has another Spirit Rush. The charm goes wide. Yike and Caps alongside Broken Blade able to keep on to their lives right now. Zeus, though, can look for more. Broken Blade stepping forward into the darkness. Rift Tower pushed in the mid lane. That's going to take the tower, and it's only a Chem Drake.
Is it very burst heavy, but it's also very far ahead. Oh, never mind.
Into the shockwave. They look for Gumayushi. He doesn't have the flash, and they will find him. Another hook's going to land onto Ona as the chase continues. Zeus coming in with the explosive cast, though, and G2 have to be careful because TB coming in from Faker. Mickey dodges away from the explosive cast, pulls Carrier in. The charm goes wide on Summer. Still cleanses just in case.
Means he's quite dangerous when it comes to that Nocturne Orianna combo.
Solar Flare onto Caps. Faker going in with the charm, only hits onto Mickey. Cut and Call coming out as well. There's the Impale, and Mickey's just dragged in a double counter strike into the shockwave though, and Faker is down. Explosive cast will separate Caps and Hans Summer from the fight. Zeus on that front line, 3 items strong, and he's trying to use them to their full effect. Ona down to about half HP. Zeus low as well. Hans Summer trying to open up on Gumayushi, who still has the flash. In the end, a support for mid lane trade. They're trying to smite the Drake, would be soul for them. Counter-strike from Broken Blade. Here comes Zeus. Flash, Zenith Blade. They look for the engage onto Hans Summer, who has to flash away himself. Caps is down to half HP. Broken Blade jumps across the pit. And now Mickey's here to bolster the defenses. Faker on his way back doesn't have the teleport. The Drake secured Chem Soul. Now for T1, G2 begin to back away from the fight, realize they don't really want any more of this action. Yike slowed up though, a hook goes down, only onto Owner. Caps knocked back! Zeus finds him! And now Yike's running for the hills, locked up with a captive audience. Yike down 2. It's a Baron on the cards for T1.
G2 took the most dangerous route out of that fight, and T1 were happy to collapse.
A sense of what's going on inside it. Broken Blade looking for the flank. No flash on him, but does have that Grandmaster's might. Mickey looking for the engage, but realizes pretty sharpish that he can't go for it. Still charmed up. Spirit rush forward by Faker. There's the curtain calls as well, and his curtains for Mickey. Carrier takes him. And T1 take the Baron. They are in firm control of the game as Hans Summers overstep 2. Hans Summers down 2. T1 6k ahead, a soul, a Baron, and maybe more of his Broken Blade's charmed. And T1 continue to collapse. The jump away from Broken Blade will keep them safe for a moment, but T1 are knocking on the door.
Dude, Zeus is just the GOAT.
He's MVP, holy moly.
He is such a playmaker. You think of the God of Lightning with him, but, you know, God of the Cakes in this game. Really, really impressive. Game number 1 here so far for T1, and after the Baron push, already taking mid inhibitor, they have so much money to spend.
Zeus will be the one on the front line, Faker will be the one on the back, but Zeus immediately locked up. You can see how much damage he can tank. Faker going in with the charm, it goes wide. Zeus almost falls to the whirling. He's alive, and he still has the locket. Faker dodges away from the hook. Zeus going back in, and there's your contribution. Mickey falls, the shockwave from Caps. All it can do is buy him a second to wait. The flash charm from Faker. It's all done, it's all over. But the Nexus falling, T1 are gonna go 1-0 up.
Zeus can do no wrong. TP's in to what should have been his death, but instead it's T1 killing G2 and taking game number 1.
T1 may have limped through summer, but this is Worlds, and they are here to stay.
Broken Blade and Yike trying to do anything, but they still have the Impale, the suppression afterwards with the Edge of Ishtar, the chase onto Yike, the explosive cask, and as you say, Zeus godly with his placements today. The Nexus towers fall, and T1 will go 1 game away from Paris and quarterfinals. Mickey gets a kill.
Worth. Nexus for the support
The mental game. It's the mental game.
Holy moly.